by the aesthetic simplicity of math. Join us for a musical meeting of the right and left brain. Further information and tickets available at cap.ucla.edu and kpfk.org.
90.7 KPFK, Los Angeles.
And welcome to KPFK's Arts in Review, celebrating the best in live theater and cabaret in the greater Los Angeles area. I am your host, Julio Martinez, and I'm very happy to say I'm going to be talking about productions from two of LA's leading smaller theaters, Theater West and the Odyssey Theater Ensemble. So please stay tuned to Arts in Review.
Bang, bang.
Hi there. Yes, this is Julio Martinez, and I'm going to first be talking to two people who are involved in a play at Theater West, and the cast is very interesting. There are 3 individuals and 3 dogs in it. I think I have that right.
That's at the Odyssey.
That's at the Odyssey Theater. Thank you. May I please introduce Barra Grant? Are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm right here.
And Ralph Cole?
Yes, Ralph Cole Jr.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
No worries, Julio.
So, Barra, you're the playwright and the director of this. I have to ask you, how did this play come to mind?
I'll tell you the truth. During the pandemic, half of the people I know, or let's say 3/4 of the people, adopted dogs. They couldn't take it, living on their own, having nobody to talk to, no one to cuddle. And the next thing I knew, everyone had a dog. And I found this out at a dinner I go to every Friday night. It's a Shabbat dinner for the Jews to eat an enormous amount of food and learn something from the Torah. And the rabbi allowed people to bring their dogs to a particular Friday night. And in walked 35 to 40 people, all with at least 1 dog. There was one couple who had 3. And as the conversation wore on, they shared with everyone else that these dogs had saved their lives. And I became curious about that, as the dogs were their main source of conversation. And I thought, wouldn't it be special on this holy night, or maybe any other night, if the dogs spoke back to these poor, desperate people who so needed their love and affection. So to answer your question, long way around, I thought about the idea during the pandemic, and I thought about all the dogs I had had over my lifetime, and how I thought, I bet they're talking to me in their own silent way, particularly when I say things that are completely stupid and ridiculous. I'm sure they're commenting and would love me to hear what they're saying, so I would stop being silly and get on point and talk about something that really mattered.
So you've been in previews for a while, but you open tomorrow night. Is that correct?
Yes, very exciting to finally open.
And Ralph Cole, you're not playing one of the canines here. You're actually playing a human being.
That's right, Julio. I'm playing one of the dog owners, and there are three of us dog owners, and we each own a dog. And I am the proud owner of a lovely white French poodle named Zeus, played deliciously by Chris Skellinger.
Is Chris in costume?
Chris is in costume, and we are all in costume. And the humans playing dogs are in wonderful costumes designed by Lisa Lupo to illustrate what their particular dog would look like in a comical way.
Wow. So, during previews, I have to ask you, Barra, were you surprised where the laughs were and the laughs weren't? When you were...
To be honest, I never really go by laughs. I had a lot of laughs, and some of them were surprising, but mostly I listened to whether or not the words I wrote are making sense to people. And the good thing during the previews is that everybody was supremely concentrated and listening. And yes, we had a lot of laughs. But that's just because I wrote a comedy. And people were supposed to laugh, and they did. And it was thrilling.
Well, you were both the writer and the director.
Yes.
Did the director ask for any rewrites from the writer
Well,
during the course of the show?
The director did, and unfortunately the writer listened. And so every day my poor cast came in. They were thrown new bits of dialogue to incorporate, or they were thrown cuts of things I didn't like. And now it's too late for me to interfere any longer, because once we open, my job is done.
Now,
But it was a treat. I have an incredible cast of great actors, and they brought the play to a much more exciting level than I thought I had written it at. So I'm so happy, so pleased, and can't wait for bunches of people to march on in and share it with me.
Well, the Odyssey Theater is located at 2055 South Sepulveda Boulevard. The performances are just the weekends, Saturday at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 2 p.m. Is that correct? No,
That's
Sundays...
correct. We also have a matinee on Saturday, Julio, at 2 o'clock p.m.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's it. There's two performances on Saturday.
Correct.
And you've been very kind to offer 2 pairs of tickets to any KPFK members. So I want to say, if you're a member of the KPFK family and would like to get a pair of tickets, you can call 818-985-5735 +2. And my producer, Donna Walker, will be happy to take your name. And they're for any performance, I believe. And
Yes, that's correct.
And it's running, like as I said, through November 2nd. So you have time.
Right.
So
hurry on up.
So
Yes, it'll be a wonderful fall excursion for families and children 12 and up to enjoy, Julio, for the month of October into the first 2 days of November.
So, Barra, like me, you're a New Yorker.
Yes, I am.
You were born slightly more downtown than I was, but do you still live in New York?
I don't live there. I live here in California. I wrote a one-woman show called Miss America's Ugly Daughter that I performed in New York. And it was mostly about having a mother who was once Miss America and the effect it had on me, which was not great. But mother-daughter relationships are complex. I did what I could to make her nice, but it was hard.
Well, the daughter is Bess Meyerson, who was Miss America in 1945, just as the war was ending. And being the first Jewish Miss America, she became very prominent. She was also 5'10", which made her prominent as well.
Right. She was my mother, and I played the daughter in the show.
Uh-huh.
And it's all about the travails that I underwent trying to meet up to expectations. And I certainly wasn't as beautiful as she was, hence the title, Miss America's Ugly Daughter.
Well, you have
that was a comedy as well.
You've gotten on to become a very accomplished writer and director. You're the author of the book Jane Smith, a.k.a. Thistle Fabuloso. And your
Yes, it's a book I just put out on Amazon, and it's about childhood depression as seen through the lens of laughter.
And your play, A Mother, a Daughter, and a Gun, was performed all over the country, Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, and it starred Olympia Dukakis. So,
yes.
And you've performed your one-woman show, Miss America's Ugly Daughter, in several venues, here in Los Angeles as well.
Yes, we were in 3 different venues, the Broad, the Greenway, and one I can't remember, and the Edgemar. And then in New York, we were off Broadway, across the street from Lincoln Center.
So
very exciting.
I want to do this commercial once more. The play is opening officially tomorrow night at 8 p.m. at the Odyssey Theater, 2055 South Sepulveda Boulevard in L.A., West L.A. actually. And it's also performing 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Saturdays, Sundays at 2 p.m. going through November 2nd. And to get tickets, you can go to goplayonstage.com. If you haven't taken advantage of our great opportunity to call KPFK and get your free pair of tickets. We're offering 2 free pairs. And you call 818-985-5735 or 818-985-KPFK, press 2. I want to thank you both for being here. Ralph, I didn't get much to talk to you about your part in the play.
No, that's fine. What would you like to know, Julio? I'd be happy to share something with you.
Tell me about Tyrell.
Well, my character, Tyrell DeForge, is a wonderfully eccentric and flamboyant ex-Broadway singer and dancer who suffered a slip disc situation and had to withdraw from the performance world. And regrettably, as a result of that, he pondered what could he do to keep manifesting his wonderful love of performing. And he channels that desire into his white poodle, Zeus. And Zeus becomes a Best in Show winner at Westminster in England. And Tyrell is able to vicariously live through the awards of his dog.
Well, if those out in KPFK land want to know how the dogs and the adults communicate, you're just going to have to go to the theater. And it opens tomorrow night. The rest of the cast includes Scott Golden and Chris Schellinger.
Susan
Huckle, Lisa Jeffrey, and Peter
Joffrey, Lisa Joffrey,
Okay. And Peter Pasco. I hope I got that right.
and Janine Venable.
I don't see Janine here. But
Yes,
I'll
Janine
take your
is-
word for it. Yes.
Yes, Janine plays our wonderfully pink Yorkie.
Oh, that is amazing. I'm going to have to go out and see this show. I want
You absolutely will, Julio and Donna. Barra has written a riveting comedy that is very well needed and deserved in our society now.
Yes, it does make you laugh.
I intend to. I want to thank you both for being here. It's been great talking to you. And I really
you.
do want to go out and see this show. The Odyssey is one of the theaters I used to be a publicist for back in the day. And Ron Saucy and I went to college together. We were even in the same musical, Kismet, at University of Michigan. But I want to thank you both for being here.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much, Julio. We very much appreciate you taking the time to welcome us.
Yes. And we'd love you to be our guest at the show.
Well, I thank you, and I'll be there soon.
Okay, Julio. Have a good day. Que tenga un buen día.
Bye-bye. As I said, I have two pairs of guests here. I just talked to one pair, and I have a second pair upcoming. So please stay tuned.